What's up? You caught me grooving. Caught me grooving. Happy Thursday. Today is the 29th day of July, the 39th episode of this show. This show is the Be Your Own Hero show. Hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. In other words, helping others helps you. And in the context of this show, this is my journey of becoming my own hero. And hopefully, as I go through my journey of becoming my own hero, I'll talk about something that helps you become your own hero. Who am I? I'm your host. I'm Sekou. I'm a professional creative. And shout out to New Thought Media Network for giving me this platform to talk about my journey of becoming my own hero. So thanks for joining. And let me just throw the banner up quick before I forget. Please donate to New Thought Media Network. Just go to ntmedia.org and donate so you can support programs like this that are uplifting and empowering. All right, so today is Thursday. You know what that means. That means it's Tally Thursday. That's my numbers day. And the question will always be, do you know your numbers? I got that from this guy. His name is Marcus Lemonis. He goes by the Prophet. So it's a double entendre. Like it's the prophet in terms of money and the prophet in terms of being a prophet. So he takes over companies and revitalizes them. He's always asking people, what are your numbers? So let me not get too far into that. I used to work on that show. That's a whole other story, a whole other life. Anyway, this is really a reminder to me. Sekou, do you know your numbers? What are your numbers, Sekou? So here we go. So Tally, today, right now, in my possession, I've got 3 hero socks, 3 pairs of hero socks sent by Lenora. Shout out to Lenora. I've got 1 pair of hero socks and 1 pair of Joy socks sent by Vanessa from California. By the way, I did an unboxing video this morning in the car. For those of you unfamiliar, that's when you open something while you're on camera so everyone can see what's in it at the same time. So go check out my social media. I posted it on Facebook, on my Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and type Sekou Writes page, that'll take you over there. So you see the live unboxing. Shout out to Vanessa. And I've got 1 Project Love Strong Hero Tee in stock sent by Lenora. Shout out to Lenora again. And shout out to Jacinta, the Hero Team. Hero Team? Or is it Hero Tribe? I gotta think about that. Anyway, Hero Team Ambassador for Louisville, Kentucky. Jacinta has 40, count them, 40 shirts, 40 hero shirts in Louisville. I can't wait to go to Louisville and see all these shirts. But she's got red shirts, blue shirts, and black shirts. The stealth hoodie, like the one I'm, not hoodies, stealth t-shirt, like the one I'm wearing right now. So super excited about that. So many shirts there. And as of last night, this morning, she ordered another 8. So it's 8 more shirts going to Louisville. So we're talking about like a squad of people in Louisville. I can't wait to see that visually. So shout out to Jacinta, who is Lenora's niece. So that family is holding us down. The Hero Ministry is doing well with them. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So moving on to more tallies. The tally of the charity run. My birthday challenge that became a charity run stands as of this morning at 63.5 miles for July. That means over the course of June and July to date, I have run over 125 miles, which boggles my mind. I can't even believe it, but I've done it. I've racked up those miles. So I'm over 125. And I just put out an all call on social media this morning for a Solidarity Day. This coming Saturday will be the last day of the charity run. And so I put an all call out for people to join me in solidarity, to do whatever you can do, hopefully a mile, but if not a mile, do whatever you can do on Saturday in solidarity with me for my final mile, which will be my 127th mile, which is crazy. Anyway, if you feel like doing it, please, do whatever you can do, post it on social media, use the hashtag Sekou 30-Day Challenge. I know it has evolved beyond that, but because that's the hashtag I was using most frequently from the beginning, let's just roll with it because that will be the place where most people look. So hashtag Sekou 30-Day Challenge. I should probably put that at the bottom of the screen. Anyway, join me in solidarity on Saturday and get your run on, get your walk on, your stroll on, your roll on, whatever you want to do it on Saturday in solidarity with me, and let's get through this challenge together. Last day of the challenge is Saturday. Okay, so that's that. And money. I tallied the money. So first of all, before I do the tally of the money, all right, we got 18 people and entities that have offered money, have pledged their support. I should say it that way. Have pledged their support. Of those 18, 8 have paid. So the other 10 folks, let's get it popping. Let's go. You see that I'm going to hit my 65-mile goal, so let's get it going so I can start disbursements. That said, I tallied the numbers, and I'm very excited to say that theoretically, we've got, let me get to the page, $1,160 pledged. What? Over $1,000 pledged. You remember my goal was $1,000, and we're over $1,000 right now. I'm very excited, very excited. So if we divide that up by 7, that should be about somewhere between $150 and $200 per nonprofit. So that's not chump change. I'm very excited about that. Very excited about that. So if you're under the sound of my voice and you know that you have pledged, go ahead and get your money in. Let me know how you're sending it so I can get all the money in the right place and we can get this going. Venmo is preferred, but I'm not going to say no to however you want to send it. We'll just get it in and get it together and start these disbursements soon come. So very excited for that news, over $1,000 pledged. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, what else is on my list? Okay, so Hero Ministry update. I have been posting about the T's and T event that happened this past Saturday on my podcast. So please check out the podcast. There was an episode I recorded immediately after the event that's already up. And that's the podcast right there on my left-hand side, the Sekou Writes podcast. It's available on all the podcasting platforms. Check it out. Listen to the most recent episode and you'll hear the right after report about the T's and T's event with Project Lovestrong. I've also started on a second episode that's a further recap because as I've been sitting with things, more things have occurred to me about that event. So stay tuned. I'm going to drop that on Saturday. So stay tuned. So listen to this episode so that you're ready for the next episode coming up. All right, so there's that. And yeah, I wrote again Solidarity Day because I just want to make sure y'all heard me on that. I want some solidarity on Saturday because this ain't easy. I may make it look easy, but it ain't easy. I mean, I'm feeling these 125 miles now. I'm feeling it. Just because I'm smiling, don't think that I'm not sore. I am sore, just so you know. All right. So shout outs. So shout out to Reverend Rush. Oh, look, I got some extra time. I might be able to tell this whole story. So shout out to Reverend Rush. We went out to lunch yesterday and I wasn't feeling so great about yesterday's show. Like there was something that I was trying to communicate that I didn't quite get across. And I wasn't upset, but it wasn't quite where I wanted it. Anyway, he said that not only had he watched it, but he kept rewinding it and even had sent it to his kids for them to watch. So that really helped me. It was a great ego boost. And it's also a reminder that you never know who you're affecting. Just show up, do the work. You never know who's watching. And so from now on, when I feel that way, I will just think that there's somebody out there who is benefiting in some way. And maybe they haven't said anything to me, but they're benefiting. So that's the way that I'm going to work through that. So anyway, shout out to Reverend Rush for telling me that. And also he asked me about the reticular activating system. I had been talking about it so much that I assumed that everyone had heard me talk about it. So that reminded me that I need to break down how I discovered the reticular activating system and how that came to play in my life. So I'm going to do a separate one-off show specifically about the reticular activating system as it pertains to me. So stay tuned for that coming up soon. Okay, what else? Shout out to my brother Greg, who's continuing to buy stock on Cash App. Shout out to all the people that thanked me for the tutorial on Cash App, buying stock on Cash App, because I wasn't sure how that went. So I'm glad to know that that was helpful. A lot of people have been asking me what to buy in terms of stock. So we'll talk about that on Tip Tuesday. And once again, shout out to Black Men Run. I mean, that organization has been so helpful to me, but also the program that they're doing with Brown Boys Read is really incredible. I volunteered on Tuesday Yes, on Tuesday, and I gave the keynote. I talked about test driving cars, and the kids seemed to be fascinated that I had access to these vehicles that were their dream cars. And so the way I laid it out, I hope I laid it out this way. My intention was to connect their dream cars to writing, and from writing to reading. Like, you read to become a better writer. When you write, you have access to whatever it is you want to have access to. So that was the path that I tried to take. And then also, after my talk, we did one-on-one sessions. And my guy, my mentee, was so funny. He asked me what I knew about Ferrari specifically, because he's a Ferrari fan. I got a couple of Ferrari stories, so I told him a little bit about that. And then I had him read the book that I brought with me, which was Bunheads, which is a New York Times bestselling book by Misty Copeland. But after the first page, I asked him if he wanted to go on to the second page. He was like, no. I was like, why not? He was like, I don't like ballet. I was like, all right, fair enough. So he said that he wanted to pick the next 2 books. So he goes over to the table. He comes back with a book about Benjamin Banneker and Frederick Douglass. And I was like, wow, these are some heavy hitters. Why'd you pick these books? He says, well, I want to read about Benjamin Banneker, but if that book's too hard, I'm going to fall back to Frederick Douglass. And I was like, this kid is going to kill it. This kid is doing it. So shout out to him, and shout out to that whole program. It's really amazing. After the one-on-ones, the Black Men Run group took the kids out into the neighborhood for a run, a 1-mile run. So they've been working up every week longer and longer. And this was the first time they did a whole mile. And most of them came running back in. So that was pretty exciting. So stay tuned for a video. I'm going to put together a video collage about that experience. So stay tuned for that. And I think that's everything on the list today. I think I hit it all. So, all right, so just circling back to the charity run, I'm at 63.5 as of today. That means over 125 miles run as of today. I'm going to hit 127, the magic number, on Saturday. So please join me in a solidarity run, walk, stroll, whatever you can manage, and use the hashtag, if you post it on social media, hashtag Sekou 30-day challenge. And since I didn't put it up on the screen, just check my social media. It's all over everything at Sekou Writes. Yeah, I think I'm done. And stay tuned for the upcoming episode about the reticular activating system, because you don't want to miss that. All right, so tune in again, back here, same place at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, where I'll be producing Sit with Rev Melissa, and I'll probably be popping in to say something towards the end here and there. And join me back here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on New Thought Media Network for the Be Your Own Hero Show. And until then, keep doing. That's important. Be a hero. That's also important. Be your own hero. That's really important. And remember that now is better than perfect. I'll see you tomorrow.